Welcome to C Video Tutorials. In this lecture we are going to study about functions. Functions are the most important part of any programming language. So what is a function? A function is simply a block of statements that perform a task of some kind. It is like hiring a person to do a specific job. And what is the main use of the function? The main use of the function is the reusability of the code. For example, in a program, if we want to calculate area of square 4 times, so instead of writing the code that calculates the area of square 4 times or at 4 different places within a same program, we can make a function that calculates the area of the program, area of the square, and we can call it at 4 different places. So in that way a lot of time would be saved and lot of memory space would be saved. Coming to functions, what is the process of writing a function in C language? The first thing is function declaration. Function declaration, it's just nothing. We have to specify the return type, that is what the function is going to return. Is it going to return any integer value, or is it going to return any float value? If it is not returning anything, say it's just printing, say my name is ABC or whatever, in that case we do not require any return type. However, if the function is returning an integer value, then we have to specify int as return type. So in this case, say our function is not returning anything, we will write void, which is followed by function name. Anything you can say it, like area of square, say area of square, and this is followed by list of parameters. We have to write parameters inside this. We know that for calculating area of square we just need side of the square, so write int. This int specifies that it will take just one integer value, which is the side of the square, and we do not have to write any variable with this. It is optional. We can write, say, int s, which is the side of the square, but it is optional, so better skip this. And this is followed by semicolon, and usually this function declaration is done above the main method, above main. The next step is calling function. Function is usually called inside the main method. Say I'm calling this function area of square and 5, that is I'm specifying the size of the side is 5 and I want to calculate the area. Third thing and the most important thing is function definition. Function definition requires all the three things that we have discussed in function declaration, that is return type void, area of square, and int any variable name. Here we have to specify variable name, we cannot skip as we have done in function declaration. But there is no semicolon. This is the part, function definition is the part in which the actual coding of the function take place. Say I'm declaring an integer variable, say int y, and y is equal to side into side, s into s, and we just print the value of s. Print f %d s. So this is going to print the value of y, we have to write y. This is going to print the value of y. Y is what? S into s. S in this case is 5, so if we are going to pass 5 will come here, and y is equal to 5 into 5, and it will print 5 into 5, that is 25. So this thing would be more clear when we are going to do it practically in developer C++. So please turn on to full screen mode for better clarity. Include. In this program I'm not going to pass any value or whatever. This is simple program with the help of a function, and in the next program I will pass the value, and that would be a much more complex program. Include stdio.h, include conio.h. Now the function declaration void say India, name of the function, and void say USA, second function, and then the main function. In the main function we are going to call these functions India, USA, and then get ch so that output window does not close. Now is the time for function definition. This is void India. We are not passing anything here since there is no calculating of square, area of square or rectangle in which we require sides, so it's just a simple program illustrating the use of function. Printf I am from India, new line, close this thing, then void USA, printf I am from USA. This thing close, the program is complete. This is called function declaration. This is the place we are calling the function, and this is the function definition where the actual coding of the function take place. So compile the program, control F9. It says 0 errors. Run the program, control F10. There you go. I am from India, I am from USA. I am closing the program. Now since to illustrate the use of the function, say I have to print I am from India 3 times in a program. So instead of writing I am from India, I am from India 3 times, we can just call this function 3 times. Say India, India. What I have done, I'm calling the same function 3 times, and instead of writing I am from India 3 times, I'm just calling the function 3 times, and I'm compiling the program once again. 0 errors, control F10. There you go. I'm from India, I'm from India, I'm from USA. So you can clearly see the use of function. It saves a lot of time and programming space. Okay, I'm in the next program I'm going to make a complex function. Say void sum int. What we are going is we are going to print sum of two numbers using function and difference of two numbers using difference function. I made two functions, sum and difference. I have declared two functions. Now I am writing main function. First of all, what are those two numbers that user will input? So ask the user to input two numbers. Printf enter two numbers. Scanf. First of all, I have to declare two numbers, integer, any two integer variables, int a, int b. So the user will enter two integers a and b, %d, %d, ampersand a, ampersand b, close. So the user has entered two numbers. Now I have to call sum function, sum a and b. User has entered a and b, so we need to find sum a and b and difference of a and b. So this is function calling. We are calling the function, then get ch so that the output window does not close. Main function over. Now the third thing is function definition, where the actual coding of the function take place. So function definition void sum int a, int b. In definition we have to write the variable name. In declaration we can skip this. In declaration we have to write only the type of variable we are going to pass, that is integer, but variable name is optional. but here we have to specify the type as well as variable name, that is a and b. So sum, I'm going to write another variable here, say int s is equal to a plus b. That is, s is the variable, integer variable that is storing the sum of two numbers a and b. So we need to just print the value of s. Printf %d s. And I am also going to write new line so that sum and difference are printed on separate lines. Now void difference int a, int b, use any variable, say in d. D is going to store the difference between two variables. In d is equal to a minus b, just print d. Printf %d and d. So this is declaration, calling a function, and definition, where the actual coding of the function take place. So compile the program, control F9. There you go, 0 errors. Run the program, control F10. Enter two numbers. I'm going to enter 20 and 10. We know that the sum of 20 and 10 is 30 and difference of 20 and 10 is 10. So 20 and 10, and there you go. It says 30 and 10. 30 is the sum and 10 is the difference. So I hope this example, which takes into place arguments, that is function, these are called function parameters. This int is called function parameter, and the arguments are a and b that we are specifying, in this case 20 and 10. So you can also download this video from my website, that is sites.google.com/site/pl lectures. That is sites.google.com/site/pl lectures. So in next lecture we are going to study about pointers, arrays, and lot more. So till then, goodbye, take care.